Hello, BookTube. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday here in Vermont. It's been a great week. We did our horseshoe tournament Friday evening, which was great fun, something I love to do. Yesterday we had a barbecue at a friend's house, and the kids got to spend hours in the swimming pool and wear their little persons out. So we had a quiet evening, which is always nice. And then today I did some book hunting. And I got some good volumes, and had a very good time today. So let me just get right to it. The first one is this, Decision at Sea. We can get the dust jacket back down where it belongs. There's a little bit of glare here from these Mylar covers, although I do like them. This was written by Craig L. Symonds, and it's Oxford University Press, 2005. And these are 5 naval battles that shaped American history. They are Lake Erie, which was in 1813, the Battle of Hampton Roads in 1862, the Battle of Manila Bay in May of 1898, the Battle of Midway, June 4th, 1942, and the Persian Gulf, April 18th, 1988. It has maps. I know there's some line drawings, and I know I saw some. Yeah, there's some photographs. So a bit of a nautical history, a military history. And then another nautical book. This is called The Ghost Ship, The Mysterious True Story of the Mary Celeste and Her Missing Crew by Brian Hicks, who I also have another volume by. Another history here right after this one. Says a little bit of a blurb by Clive Cussler. Spellbinding. Brian Hicks gives us a gripping voyage into the sea's greatest mystery. Well, it is one of the great mysteries. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but it's very famous. I've been reading about it since I was a boy. This is Ballantine Books, New York, and this came out in 2004. So it's researching. See if we got any images here. Yeah, it is researching the mystery of the Mary Celeste. Here's a model of the boat. Let's see. On December 4th, 1872, a 100-foot brigantine was discovered drifting through the North Atlantic without a soul on board. Not a sign of a struggle, not a shred of damage, no ransacked cargo, and not a trace of the captain, his wife and daughter, or the crew. What happened on board the ghost ship Mary Celeste has baffled and tantalized the world for 130 years. In his stunning new book, award-winning journalist Brian Hicks plumbs the depths of this fabled nautical mystery and finally uncovers the truth. And he may very well, I don't know, I haven't heard about that. There's historic photographs. So I'm interested to see what his solution is. I've been reading about this mystery, like I say, for forever. So exciting. Now, Brian Hicks also is a co-author on this really neat thing. It's Raising the Hunley, The Remarkable History and Recovery of the Lost Confederate Submarine. Brian Hicks and Schuyler Kropf. Hopefully I'm pronouncing Mr. Kropf's name correctly. Quite a beautiful thing. Again, a little bit of a glare. This one doesn't even have the Mylar, and it's got the glare. The end papers are a chart of the area around Charleston. Ballantine Books again, New York. And this came out in 2002. There we go. Nice selection of color photographs. And it's all about, well, here's Clive Cussler, the thriller writer, for those who know him, and his Numa hat, National Underwater Marine Agency, I believe. I've read 100 of them. I don't know why that slipped out of my mind. So anyway, it looks like fun. So we'll read about the raising of the Hunley. And then this odd little book. This is old, but it's an old reprint of an even older book. And this is The Lifesavers of Cape Cod by J.W. Dalton. And some of you who watch this channel know that I was a Coast Guardsman. And this is about United States Life-Saving Service, which is one of the precursors, that and the Revenue Marine and the lighthouse keepers and all that formed the Coast Guard. So this is Chatham Press, Old Greenwich, Connecticut. And they have a little image for United States Life-Saving Service. This, so it's The Lifesavers of Cape Cod by J. David Dalton, Sandwich, Massachusetts. And has some really, I don't know if you can see them here, some great illustrations. This thing came out originally in 1902 by the Barter Press out of Boston, Mass. And then this is a Chatham Press reprint. I just fascinated by the story, and some of these illustrations are just fantastic. They're just really fun to watch the old equipment, the old wrecks, the old life-saving stations, and the crews as they launch their surf boats. Here's another couple crews. So much history there. So fascinating to me. See if I can get one where they're out in the surf, launching in the surf. So there's some surf there. Here's an iceberg along the shore. And anyhow, fascinating. I cannot wait to read this. And then I'm moving on from there. I found one of the presses I like is Heritage Press. And I found this slip-cased volume. Pretty good size. I got a pretty good sized melon here, so you can tell the book's pretty big. And the slipcase is in good shape, not cracked or anything. So this is a portrait of a lady. I got this for $5. Heritage Press, New York, illustrated by Colleen Browning, introduction by R.W. Stallman, and of course it's Henry James' Portrait of a Lady. Now, I have some Heritage Press books, but I have nowhere near the number I would like, and I have some particular I'm looking for. This here has special contents of this edition are copyright 1967 by the George Macy Companies, Incorporated. And I had a chance, I've had the chance to look at some of the artwork, which I thought was quite stunning. These full-page inserts. Here's one going the other direction. And I've read quite a bit of Henry James nonfiction. Mostly travel pieces, some criticism, but not much of his fiction. And I know people are of one school or the other in regards to him, but I wouldn't mind giving him a shot. So, $5. And the next two volumes are Folio Society volumes, and as many of you know, I love to collect those. These were also $5 a piece, so I was forced to buy them. So the first one here is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. It's in the slipcase. It's in nice condition. Here's the cover. This is Folio Society, London, 1996. Introduction by Albert French and illustrations by, I think it's Afke Brouwer. This is the second printing in 97. The volume came out originally in 1960. Okay, well here's a little illustration. So this seems quite nice. It has a good folio feel in your hand where you know you're holding something that's well made and well designed. So I'm looking forward. I read this when I was a teenager in school, like a lot of folks, and really did like it. I did not read the recently published second volume, and I don't think I will. I've got fond memories of that. And then this next one. This is just stunning. Folio Society. There's the cover. Egypt Revealed. Oh, look at the end paper. By Egypt Revealed. Artist Travelers in an Antique Land by T.G.H. James. London, the Folio Society, 1997. And the illustrations in this. Well, here's some maps. Upper and Lower Egypt. I could go through the pictures in this all day. Just looking at just how wonderful this stuff is. Every page. It seems like this. These line drawings. I was so excited to get this. You hear my kids upstairs yelling while they play video games. They actually jump around, yell, and get all into the games almost as much as like I did when I was playing outside as a little boy. But fortunately, they spend a lot of time inside playing video games. But to each generation their own, right? So anyway, this thing I was absolutely delighted to find. I don't know if I'd ever even seen it before. So I love these old histories of archaeology and travel, and of course, how can you go wrong with ancient Egypt? So it was very exciting. Did have a little bit of an adventure this morning. Woke up to a flat tire. That's always a joy. So I don't know what I did on one of these roads. I ran over something, but got that taken care of. So hopefully everybody's having a good weekend and enjoying the outdoors, or some reading, or maybe even some TV binge watching, which I may do a little Star Trek tonight. So thank you, BookTube.